Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I really appreciate your leadership, and to the ranking member, your leadership and for putting this together. And I want to thank all of our witnesses today. It's great to get this chance to hear their perspectives. My question is going to start with the oldest of the services. General Martin, I'll start with you if that's okay. I represent Fort Campbell, Kentucky, which happens to be about 85% in Tennessee. Um, I guess the senator at the time had a little more power, and the flagpole went to Kentucky. But most of those individuals, a good portion of them, live in my district, and it's important to me. The 101st Airborne Division, the 160th SOAR, and 5th Special Forces Group. As I look at the budget, it doesn't appear to me that there are any significant cuts to those units and to that installation. I just want to confirm from you that in this budget there aren't significant cuts to Fort Campbell.
Congressman, there are no significant cuts to Fort Campbell that I'm aware of.
Thank you for that, and I really appreciate I think Fort Campbell's strategic footprint, particularly with its airfield, the size of its airfield, and its deployability because of that. Really appreciate the wisdom there. We've got some significant problems with our barracks in the 1st Brigade. Mold, they move the troops out, they clean it up, they put them back in, mold reappears. It's really time for those barracks to go. We keep pushing it to the top of the list. DOD keeps pushing it to the bottom of the list. I'd like to ask if you would just take a personal interest in that. For me, that would be important. We've got to get those barracks replaced. My next question, obviously our brigade combat teams are the fighting force of the United States Army and the 101st here, with 3 infantry brigade combat teams and then aviation assets, et cetera. Can you kind of describe for me how the rearm program is going to work to make sure they're ready to fight a near peer?
I do commit to taking a look to Fort Campbell to see what we can do to help with the infrastructure there as we continue to make our investments with our facilities our infrastructure investment plan.
Well, thanks for that. And one last question, because it looks like I'm running out of time, and I'll ask it very quickly. Looks like the Indo-PACOM commander is really demanding a lot from the Army. Can you tell me, how those assets are being utilized, and is it on a rotational basis? Is it going to be, and then what's the downstream effect, to the Army as a whole?